Welcome to Bonifabcustom. Today we're continuing on our Roman dagger or our short sword out of MOSAIC Damascus. The last part we have to do is the pummel. But before we can make the pummel, I want to etch the blade. So we're going to sand it down to about a 400 grit, and then I'm going to etch it and then get right on making the pummel. Let's get right into it. So I have to fit the guard a little bit better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a ball nose end mill on my milling machine, and I'm going to bring it in and just kind of like chamfer it, but with a ball nose end mill, and then that should help it fit a little bit better onto the knife. Okay, so let's turn the brass end. So the first thing we want to do on this is face it and then drill in half for 1032. So I put the pommel on, the brass one, and I don't like how it looks. It doesn't really match with the guard and the blade. So I think I'm gonna make this out of Damascus. So I'm gonna grab some Damascus and turn up a pummel out of Damascus. So I have this 50 layer Damascus billet. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut a strip out of it, and I'm gonna put it in the forge and then twist it and then turn it on my lathe. So this is my Damascus, the 50 layer, and now I'm gonna weld this hex bar onto it so I can handle the Damascus inside the forge. this ugly little billet, the one we made, hopefully we can make a really good or pretty pommel. We're going to put this on the lathe and start turning it. So because it's not perfectly round, I kind of ground it a little bit just to get it the shape of, or make it a little more round, because I'm holding it in the chuck, and if it's not held properly, it could go flying out and become shrapnel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the 3-jaw, the best spot I can. Then I'm going to tighten it real good, and then I'm going to also put the tailstock in the live center, just so it kind of pushes on that point, just to make it a little safer. And that should give me enough to just try and true up one side. Once I have one side trued up, then I can flip it around and it'll be safer to hold on the other side, unless it breaks apart. So, let's see it now. Looks nice. There's, you can see a little bit there still showing of the twist. So I'm going to give it a quick etch just to see what the pattern's doing, and then I can make my pommel with this. Okay, so I have it in my handy little cage. Let's see what it's going to look like. So I can get a quick etch on it. Shorten this thing up a bit. Okay. So I left it in the coffee etch overnight, and you can see the twist pattern in there. Now I got the spike all done, or the pommel. It's time for heat treat. Polish it up again and give it an acid etch. So finally, we just have the etch to do on the pommel. So let's put in some sulfuric acid. The etch for about an hour. Oh, it looks really nice. That's gonna look way nicer than the brass. Okay, let's clean it off and assemble the knife. Thanks again, everyone, for watching Bonifabcustom as we made our beautiful MOSAIC Damascus short sword or dagger. Thank you again for watching and all your support. Don't forget to push that button and subscribe, and we'll see you later on next week.